Hello guys, I'm Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com, and in today's video I am going to critique an FCE, that's B2 First coursebook. I'm going to tell you some of the positive things about this coursebook, some of the negative things about this coursebook, and finally whether I recommend this or another coursebook for you if you are preparing the B2 First, that's FCE exam. And don't forget to watch until the end of this video, because at the end I'm going to show you how you can access a B2 First, that's FCE video course completely free. Okay, so before I get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. I don't have the coursebook with me because I am what's known as a digital nomad. I work online and therefore I travel around from country to country at the same time as making these videos. But because I do that, I can't carry all the different books with me. However, the book that I'm going to talk about is a book that I have used a lot with my students in classes preparing for this exam. I know this book really well, and also because I have worked in language schools with lots of different books, you can trust what I say about this book and whether I recommend it to you or not. If you decide to buy this book, I would really appreciate it if you bought it from my website, because I will make a very small commission from that. And so you will be helping me by buying this or any other book from my website. You will be helping me to continue making these useful videos for you guys. I will use that money and I will invest it back into these videos and making the videos better quality and in general trying to help you guys with this exam. So what I try and do is I try and help students like you to prepare and pass this exam in the cheapest and most effective way possible. That's what all of my videos and my website are designed to do, to help you pass this exam in an effective and cheap way so you can save time and money. Okay, so let's get started talking about this book. So, there are a couple of different varieties of this book, but I'm going to be focusing on the course book. That's Ready for First course book. The book is full of exam exercises, which I think is the first positive thing to say about this book. In my opinion, if you're preparing for an exam, the best way is to use sample tests and practice exercises. You should then time yourself with these exercises and do many more things which I talk about on my website and in my videos. But what you should do, I really recommend, is practice with sample exam exercises. And this book provides lots of them. Most of the book is exam exercises. Therefore, it will be really useful for you for this first point. Second positive point, second good thing about this book is that it explains the grammar and it gives you more detailed exercises about the grammar that you will need to know in the exam. There are some contents pages at the beginning of the book, and what I do is I go to the contents, find the appropriate grammar section that I need to improve or work on with my students, and then I go to that page. So the contents pages are really useful as well. So you have grammar exercises in the book, but also at the back of the book, you have more detailed explanations, which are really useful. So that's the second good thing about the book. The third good thing about the book is that there is a word list for every unit. So in the B2 First, that's FCE exam, you will need to know a certain amount of vocabulary and words to use, and you will be tested on your knowledge and how wide your vocabulary is. And so the word list that there is at the end of every unit will be really useful for you, because these are the type of words you will be tested on in the exam. So you can go to the back of the book and you can revise these words when you're preparing for the exam, and that will be really useful for you. You can use these words in the speaking or the writing paper. You may need to know these words for the reading paper or listening paper, or you may be tested on them in the use of English paper. So that is another good thing about this book. Fourth good thing about the book is that there are specific sections in the book devoted to a specific exam paper. So there will be 6 or 7 pages devoted to the speaking paper at one point in the book, and at another point in the book there will be 6 or 7 pages devoted to the writing paper, for example. Now these pages are really, really useful because, for example, in the writing it shows you some example answers, and it tells you why they're good or not. So those sections are really useful. That is the fourth good point about the book. The fifth good point about the book is that there are extra exam tips. There are little blue and yellow boxes on the pages which give you extra tips for the exam and what the examiners are looking for. And they are really useful as well. If you decide to buy this book, then you should buy the one with the key, course book with the key. And actually, if you go to my website and you type in studentlanguages.com/B2-first-books, you can find all of these books and click on the links. And the books that I have there are the best books for you. I've put the one with the key, because if you have the key, for example, you can find the answers. And that's really useful to know if you've got the answers correct or not. So buy a course book with a key. Okay, so what I'm going to talk to you about now is how much the book costs. The book costs about £30, which would be about €35 or $40. And this isn't cheap, so this could potentially be a negative aspect of the book. Of course, there are lots of free practice materials online, and even on my website you can find lots of free practice materials. However, I still advise buying a book because it will be up to date with the exercises that you need in the exam, because some exercises that you find online, they might be old exam questions. But also, the reason why I recommend getting a book is because you have all the exercises in one place. It's easy to use, and you have lots of them in the same place, nice and easy. You don't need to worry about looking online. You don't need to worry about if online sources are up to date. You don't need to worry about finding the answer to these sources. However, if you go to my website, you will find loads of videos which are using my strategies to pass this exam with past example exam papers. So those videos are really useful, and you can find them on my YouTube channel or on my website. So I recommend looking at those too. But as part of my overall FCE preparation strategy, I advise you to buy a course book. The other negative thing about this course book is that there isn't a listening CD. In order to get the listening CD, I think you have to buy the teacher's book. That teacher's book and the audio CDs cost about £40. So in order to do the listening exercises from the course book, you need the teacher's book and the audio CDs. There is also a link to this on my website at studentlanguages.com/B2-first-books, and I will put a link to that in the description. Alternatively, you could buy the workbook, which is cheaper. The workbook costs about £15, and there are about 14 listening exercises in this workbook. So that could be a cheaper alternative. And what I also recommend to my students is to practice with a practice test book. I will put a link to a good book again in the description with this video, you can find the page on my website with a practice test book that I use with my students. It's a really good book, and that has listening CDs with it too. So you could practice the listening parts from that test book. Okay guys, so I hope this video review was useful for you. If you would like me to review more books, or if you would like more help preparing for this exam, then you can write a comment to me below this video, or check out some of my other videos, my website and my YouTube channel. And if you want to know the best way to prepare yourself for the B2 First, that's FCE exam, then I will put a video above me showing you the best way to prepare for this exam and the steps that I advise you to take. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like other students to find my videos because you think they are useful, then it will help me and it will help other students like you find my videos if you give this video a like and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I would appreciate that, and it will be good for other students preparing for the exam. After you subscribe, you can press the bell notification, and then you will be emailed every time I make a new video, which can be really useful for you if you are preparing for this exam, because I make 1 or 2 videos every week. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. What I will do now is I will put up a video which shows you how you can access a free B2 First video course. So watch this video now, get your free video course and enjoy it. I've been Cambridge English teacher Rory from studentlanguages.com. Bye bye.